Hello, welcome back. So, last time we looked at different methodologies of adding and removing cameras. Now that we've installed the system, the cameras are up and running, we're live, let's get into the analytics. So, all of the Uniview cameras these days come with what we call ultra motion detection, which is a very advanced method of human and vehicle detection. It's much better than the typical motion that you have grown to expect over the years. Typical motion, just as a reminder, is any movement on screen is motion. Whether that's a person, whether that's a paper bag flying through the air or a bush blowing in the wind. It's largely unusable certainly for push notifications and going through to monitoring stations. Whereas the ultra motion detection, this is an AI-based product now that is dialed in to look for specifically humans, vehicles or bikes. And we can load that up for either the entire screen or, crucially, if we need to, we can dial this into a specific area by going full screen. And what's crucial is we're not limited to just a 4-sided shape. We can actually get up to a 6-sided shape on this to dial it in to the exact requirements of that scene. Draw your area, tell the system what you're looking for, adjust the sensitivity as required, and away we go. If you need, there is advanced trigger action buttons available as well. I would always recommend having ultra motion detection on, and in fact these days it will be on rather than typical motion out of the box, which is really quite useful. So that's your ultra motion detection. Now, just to reiterate the difference between the Easies and the Primes, the Easy series, as we learned, has ultra motion detection, cross-line and intrusion zones. The Prime series comes with the full algorithm list. So we have the ultra motion detection, we have the line cross and intrusion zones with better processing power as well, so you'll find they're slightly more accurate. And all the other options available in there as well, such as intrusion zones, region entrance, exit, face detection, if you need to utilise that. That can also be utilised with the IQ series recorders to offer full facial recognition. People counting, really effective for business data, certainly for retail clients and things like that, to know what kind of footfall they're getting. And crowd density monitoring, looking for people in areas they shouldn't be perhaps. Or as through COVID, it was quite popular for rooms with a maximum occupancy of 3 people. If it spotted 4, it could alert you. But in a more innocent scenario where it's been quite popular is, again with retail, sticking to that theme, queue management. Have a camera looking over a till area, and if there are, say, 3 or 4 people stood in that zone, you can have a silent alert triggering over the alarm output or push notification through to a mobile device to let people know that there are customers that need to be served. So a couple of really good analytics in there. And as we get to more niche products into the Prime series and the Pro series, there are other algorithms that become available, but contact your Videcon account manager for more information on those. So in terms of setting up the analytics, really quite easy. Uniview, again, as I mentioned earlier, value efficiencies on site to keep time on site down as much as possible. So we can turn a line cross on, for example, edit the line cross, draw. Again, when you click draw, it'll go full screen so you can actually see what you're doing and tailor that line to the exact location it needs to be. Draw your line, set your direction, A to B, B to A or both. What are you looking for to trigger humans, vehicles, bikes? Let's just look for humans in our example. Set your sensitivity. What trigger actions you'd like. Just for this example, I'm going to utilise the Prime series Tri-Guard camera with the active deterrent, so you will hear an audible deterrent and flashing lights. Configure those as required and hit save. Once that's on, we're now able to trigger that event.
You are in the alert area. Please leave.
Quickly
You are
and
in the
effectively.
alert area. Please leave. You are in the alert area. Please leave.
With the Tri-Guards, just so you're aware, there are about 12 different pre-recorded messages available, or you can record your own through the mobile applications, which we'll get onto. So that's how you'd set up a system and set up the analytics. The power of Uniview is with remote configurability as well. So utilising the Easy Cloud web portal or the mobile apps, the professional apps, we can configure and adjust these areas as required off-site. So don't spend too much time having to really dial this on the day, because as you know, as it gets dark, it might trigger slightly differently. We can configure these off-site as well. So if they end up being too sensitive or not sensitive enough, you don't need repeat visits to site to adjust this and dial this in. So really easy and really useful. So once you've done a line cross, the intrusion zones, region entrance, region exits, all follow a similar format. Don't worry if you can't remember that. Our accounts team and our technical support team are on hand to support you guys over the phone or on site as required when it becomes necessary. Brill, so that's your install. We'll come back and we'll look at the handover piece next of all, so do come back and watch the next one. Thank you.